What's up, family? Welcome back to another amazing video. Make sure you like the video up. It helps that YouTube algorithm. Is totally free. So we got Christie sides as you guys can see on the screen. If she's not under investigation when it comes to her coaching after this game with the Las Vegas Aces versus Indiana Fever this past Friday, which is now Saturday of me uploading this video, that's alarming to me, man. 15 seconds left in the game with a chance to tie the game. Instead of looking at her star players such as Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, she draws up a play for Aaliyah Boston to take the shot. Like, huh? What were you thinking? So if anything, she should have Dantas to take the shot. I mean, she was lethal beyond the arc when it came to the wing or top of the key at key vital moments. Definitely lighten it up as it took for a long time for Caitlin Clark to get heated. Uh, from what I recall, then during the second half, I know Kelsey Mitchell was stuck at 19 points. Then she made the free throw. Uh, then she was at 20 points. But however, the free throws, man, was anemic. But check out this video in regards of the response that Christie Sides had to say within these last 15 seconds of making a horrible decision. So let's go.
Tied there with 30 seconds left, and Aaliyah took the shot. Could you talk us through that possession and what you were looking for in that play?
Yeah, people know it's going to be really hard to give Caitlin a shot in those possessions. Like, we want to make sure, like, between her and Kelsey, you give them both options. In that play that we ran, they had a pin and they had a hammer action on the weak side. And they're going to take away something, so you just have to be ready. And AB came to me right before. She said, "Coach, do you want me to spread out to the corner three?" I said, "Be ready, because they're going to take that shooter away." And it was a great shot. It rimmed in and out. I mean, that was a great shot. This girl has gone and worked really hard on that part of the game. I have a lot of confidence in her to take that shot. I mean, teams are going to scheme against Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. They're going to do everything they can to make somebody else take that three. So it's just on us, got to find a way to get the ball in their hands and let them take it. But I was so okay with that wide open three by Leah Boston right there.
Thank you, everybody.
Whatever's her remarks, family. Adding to her horrible decision, she decides to go on this post-game interview and defend her foolish mistake with all the confidence in the world. This woman pride is off the roof. I mean, we can obviously say that. So she stated, "I had all the confidence in her to take that shot. These teams are going to scheme against Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, and they're going to do everything they can to make sure someone else takes the three, right?" Like, really? So I feel like she needs to be fired. People are going to scheme and take away Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark. Cool. But you're the head coach of the WNBA, right? Head coach in a professional league. So the Aces defense is so good that shuts down both Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark, where you can't draw up a single play that gets one of them open. I mean, Indiana beat New York Liberty once out of the 4 times they played against Indiana Fever, and they are one of the top defensive teams in the WNBA, bro. So it's like, I feel like she just got to get fired. She has to be fired. I'm sorry, that's just crazy. It's insane. She's saying that teams are going to scheme against them. Okay, cool. So you telling me you took away the 2 people and you left with Aaliyah Boston for a corner three? What about Lexi Hall? I mean, she could have been there for that corner three shot. But anyway, family, next topic I want to present to you is, and this is just some stats, very impressive. So we got Caitlin Clark had 18 points, 9 rebounds. 18 points, 8 rebounds. Sorry about that, family. 9 assists. She needs 19 points to break the rookie scoring record. And she also has 317 assists. Now, so Caitlin Clark broke the WNBA record for the most assists in the season her first year at Indiana Fever. That's very, very impressive. But let's talk about this conference. Let's talk about this con, actually, not conference. Let's talk about this con from this game. So Caitlin Clark has had her 6th tech this year, right? And I want to present to you this video on her remarks on that. So let's go. First, I want to read her quote. Basically, she says, quote unquote, it's crazy. They're never going to overturn that. It's just one of those rules. I think I could have done a better job keeping my emotions in check, but at the same time, really? So check this out.
Caitlin, last time you hit the base of the basket,
That's crazy.
the ref told you it was disrespectful. Was just wondering if you got another explanation tonight.
Well, I mean, they're never going to overturn that. It's just one of the rules, I guess, of the game. So it's in the rule book. It is what it is. That's why, I mean, I tried to get my last one taken away. They just didn't take it away. And it stinks because I feel like at half of my technicals this year, I got one for the inadvertent contact to the face in the Minnesota game, and then two for hitting the stanchion of the basket. So it's like one was a complete accident, and then the other two were just a little frustration with myself. So I think I could have done a better job keeping my emotions in check, but at the same time, like, really? So I don't know. I mean, but it is a rule, so they have to call it, and I get it. It's tough.
Well, Alexa and Christie.
Mm. Well, I find that you know, very interesting, man. It's just it is what it is, like she said, right? And then I want to share it to you, and I find this very interesting after I presented to you, uh, Caitlin Clark remarks when it came to the tech, and this was a very informative post from Christie Sides lying for no reason, and she let her players get beat up. It wasn't advocating for her players to get any calls as the officials was horrible this game. And she had one technical this year. So it's on May 28th, Fever coach Christie Sides told media her message to players were, let me get the technicals. 2 days later, she received her first. Since then, she has received 0 technical fouls and her players have racked up 12. So I find this very interesting because look at it. This is Christie Sides. All the way at the bottom, she has one tech, their coach. Then if you look at it, you got May 20th, Caitlin Clark. May 28th, Caitlin Clark. May 30th, Caitlin Clark. It's mind-blowing, So then you have Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, September 6th. So Alyssa Smith. So your best player, if she gets another tech, she's about to get suspended, right? And I feel like Caitlin Clark won't get won't get any techs the rest of the regular season, but she's going to get it in the playoffs because that's where the climax, let alone intensity of the game, is at its peak. And I feel like this was a playoff game in a way, or it's the preface of the playoff game or the tone of how the playoff games are going to go. And the noise in the arena was so loud you couldn't even hear the whistle blowing. According to reporters covering this game as I watched it. I also covered it on live yesterday. Go check out that live or my live coverage. Give her my remarks, commentary, let alone perspective while watching the game. But I do have the next segment of the show, or of, I should say, my take on things, is Caitlin Clark talking about Alexi Hall before the game. Check this out, family.
Just transition, the better it's going to be for us.
We'll go Christine, then we'll go Lou.
Caitlin, the idea of levity, of having fun, of laughing, whatever. It looked like you guys were having a great time today at Shoot Around, and another birthday. And I guess as the rookie, the only rookie you said, right?
I have to perform.
Yeah.
It's a tough job.
You said you need more rookies, right?
Yeah, I did.
and then you picked up Lexi.
Yeah.
Can you just talk a little bit about, these games are so important, right? In the heat of the season, just the value of laughing, joking, and it said you're pretty funny and you kind of crack them up. What that means to you and keeps you loose, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, even though we're coming off of a loss where we felt we didn't play very well, and I didn't feel like I played very well, and I think everybody keeps everything in perspective really well, is like you're going to have some nights where the ball just doesn't really go your way. I thought the game felt very choppy, but, we came back the next day and everybody, was happy to be here and excited to work and excited about the next opportunity is, we get another chance at them on our home court. So I think that's where it comes from. But also I think this team has really built some great chemistry over the course of, the last couple months of really finding our groove and finding our flow. And I think, having fun and smiling is a huge reason why we've been able to find so much success, and why people have also enjoyed watching our group. Is like, you can tell we have a lot of fun out on the court. We play basketball the right way. We celebrate our teammates' success. And I think that's what overall has brought us even more team success. So for me, I try to bring that every single day. And, if it wasn't fun, I don't think you would love doing it. I mean, like I've said many times, like, it doesn't feel like a job. I feel like a little kid, and I know everybody kind of gets a kick out of me at practice. So we try to keep it light and fun. And that's what you wake up every single day, and I enjoy coming to practice. I don't know if everybody says that, but I do. Like, I love practice. So, we just try to keep it light and fun and have a good time with each other.
Go Lou.
Well, my final thoughts I have on this game to conclude this video. This was a winnable game. They could have got the win. Yes, Indiana Fever is going to the playoffs. That is great. But the Aces has now swept them, so they have to find a more effective way to hold the league, stay in the game with the right energy, the right momentum, and less turnovers. Because if they run into them in the playoffs, it's not looking too good right now. However, it is tough figuring out how to get these wins when their head coach, Christie sides, is going to jeopardize games like this. Might as well throw in the towel now early on the seats, because she made a mistake in the game, drawing up that horrible play, and then defended the mistake, right? And they can't take away both when it comes to Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark. So she should have tried to draw up a play to get either open. No disrespect to Aaliyah Boston, but you gotta go to one of your star players, key scorers and lethal shooters, man. But tough loss. Anyhow, family, hit that like button. Comment down below you guys' insight, perspective. Do you guys agree with what I'm saying? Do you guys disagree? And also let alone your thoughts of how you feel like they could have won the game more effectively. With no further ado, family, peace, love. Give this video a big thumbs up. On that note, family, I'm gone.